Hello Red Devils, welcome back to another video. I'm your Religion here and this is a new thing I'm doing, match review. So yesterday Barcelona beat us 1-0 and it was actually a really good performance by us. However, we didn't deserve to lose and that's what gives me confidence going into the game at Camp Nou, because Barcelona yesterday, everyone thought that they would blow us away. I personally was scared, I thought it would be a 3 or 4-0, but against all the odds, again, Solskjaer produced a phenomenal performance. Tactics were spot on, and the players yesterday, some of them, were fantastic individual performances. Some of them were not that great, and we only contained Barcelona to a 1-0 victory. And even then, it was a Luke Shaw own goal. Barcelona didn't actually score, so they only won thanks to an own goal, which actually gives me a lot of confidence going in to the second leg. But let me get straight into it. So this is the stats. So we had 38% possession compared to their 62%. But obviously Barcelona are a possession-based team, but they didn't really create that much with the possession. And I thought that we were effective when we had the possession. So possession doesn't really mean anything. The main thing is attempts here. As you can see, we had 10 and Barcelona only had 5 attempts. So we had double the attempts. And the main chance we had was Dalot's header, which he should have gone for goal. I don't know why he was going across goal, but that was a big chance. And if we did score that, I think we would have won the game, because Barcelona yesterday, they were under pressure by us. They couldn't cope with our pressing, and I was really impressed by the performance of the team yesterday. It was really good and well drilled performance. And Barcelona were looking nervous, towards the second half. They were looking really nervous. And I think Oli can go to Camp Nou and do a masterclass like we did against Paris Saint-Germain. But the main issue with Manchester United is our quality. In the final third, our quality wasn't that good, which is why, although we had more attempts than Barcelona, we had 0 on target compared to Barcelona's 3 on target, and that is disappointing. And that's not Oli's fault. The squad lacks quality. We know that. We just need that extra bit of quality in the final third. But we need the players to step up. And Lukaku, I thought he did a fantastic job yesterday. But Rashford, on the other hand, I thought Rashford had a poor game yesterday. But we just need that extra quality, and that will come with signings. I think we do need to sign some quality players in the final third that will improve us drastically. As you can see, total passes, obviously Barcelona will dominate that start. They always dominate total passes, whichever team they play against. We had 407 and they had 786, with a pass completion rate of 80% for Manchester United and a good 91% for Barcelona. So obviously when it comes to passing, they have better players than us, and we only limited them to 1-0, which is really good. And let me move on to player ratings. So these are my personal player ratings. Obviously you may agree or disagree with me. So I'd give David De Gea a solid 7 out of 10. I thought David De Gea was good. His kicking yesterday was improvement, and he didn't really kick out of play that many times. Ashley Young, I don't know what I have to say about him. Ashley Young was absolutely dreadful. I'm giving him a 1 out of 10 because he did manage to complete one pass yesterday. So that one is just for that one pass, because his crossing was absolutely terrible. His defending was terrible. His attacking third passing was terrible. Ashley Young yesterday's performance was one of the worst individual performances I've seen from a Manchester United player. Even Darmian plays better than Ashley Young, and that's not even a lie. Ashley Young was so poor. I'm not sure what he was doing yesterday. He looked lost, and he's meant to be our captain, our leader. I don't care how much experience Ashley Young has. He shouldn't be starting for Manchester United ever again after that dreadful performance yesterday. I would probably give him a 0 out of 10, but that 1 out of 10 is just because he was our captain or whatever. And I'm not sure why Oli trusts him, because everyone in the world can see how poor Ashley Young is, and I'm not sure why Oli keeps playing him. Seriously, he deserves to be dropped, and hopefully he will be dropped against Barcelona in the second leg. Smalling, on the other hand, had a fantastic game. I'm giving him an 8 out of 10. He was solid. Lindelof was a bit shaky compared to Smalling, so I would give him a 7 out of 10, but Lindelof did okay. Shaw, I thought, was fantastic yesterday, and you can't really blame him for the goal. It was a deflection. The ball comes fast at him and he can't react in time, so I do give him benefit of the doubt. I'll give him a solid 8 out of 10. And McTominay, let's move on to McTominay. He was fantastic yesterday. Everything he did was amazing. His passing, his turning, he brought the ball down to control it. He was absolutely brilliant, and he was honestly bossing that midfield on his own against the likes of Busquets, Vidal, Arthur, Rakitic, McTominay looked like a quality player. He was absolutely brilliant. He was everywhere. He was getting challenges in. He was passing, and his tempo. And McTominay was the reason yesterday why we got a grip in that midfield. And you know what? McTominay can replace Nemanja Matic in the centre defensive mid position. Obviously, we do need to buy another centre defensive mid to challenge for McTominay. But McTominay, he's turned it around. He's won the fans over with his consistent performances. Against Paris Saint-Germain, McTominay was brilliant. And yet again, against Barcelona, against one of the best teams in the world at the moment, McTominay looked brilliant and outstanding. So I'm giving him 10 out of 10. And similarly to McTominay, I think yesterday was Fred's best performance in a United shirt by miles. As we saw Fred in the PSG match, this was a similar performance. He was brilliant. He won the most tackles on the pitch and he made the most ball recoveries, which is fantastic. And I'm giving Fred a solid 8 out of 10. The way he dictated the tempo of Manchester United alongside McTominay was really, really good. And I'm really happy to see that McTominay and Fred are getting the chances because Nemanja Matic has been poor for us. So hopefully McTominay does get the start at West Ham because McTominay deserves it and so does Fred. Now Paul Pogba, I thought it was another disappointing performance by Paul Pogba. He was trying his best but it just didn't work. And that's been the story of Pogba. You can see that he's trying in the games, but he gets frustrated too easily and he loses the ball too many times in my opinion. So I would give Paul Pogba 6 out of 10. He wasn't exceptional, but he wasn't that poor either. So 6 I think is a fair number. Now we're coming on to Rashford. I'm not sure what's happened to Rashford, but recently he has looked poor and I'm giving him a 5 out of 10 because yesterday whenever he got the ball he didn't look like he was going to create anything and he lost the ball way too many times. His shots yesterday were off. Everything was off about Rashford. I'm not sure whether he's injured. There was talk of him being ill. If Rashford is ill, then Oli shouldn't be starting him in the first place. So that comes to Oli. And if Rashford is injured and ill, why is Oli starting him? That's what I don't understand. But I would give him a 5 out of 10 because I thought yesterday he had a poor game. Now, Lukaku had a good game. I'm giving him a 6 out of 10 because similar to Pogba, Lukaku was trying things. He was holding up the ball. His passing was good. But in the final third, he lacked quality. And that's the same thing as Pogba. There were similar type of performances that in the final third, when it came to making the right choices, they didn't do that. So that's why I'm giving both of them a 6 out of 10. I thought they had a similar performance. Martial, Lingard and Pereira, they all came on a substitute, so they obviously won't be able to get more than 5 out of 10. But I thought Martial and Pereira were better than Lingard when they came on. They were trying to do something. Martial's direct running at the Barcelona defence was really, really nice to see. Lingard, again, he was ghosting. When he came on, he didn't really do much. And I'm not sure what's happened to Lingard, but he didn't really do anything. And Andreas Pereira in the left wing position, he got into decent positions. And he obviously didn't have time to create that many chances. So I'm giving him a 5 out of 10. I'm giving Lingard a 4 out of 10 and I'm giving Martial a 5 out of 10 as well. So moving on to concluding thoughts. Barcelona beat us 1-0 and that is surprising because I thought it would be 2 or 3-0 and not just me. The pundits, the fans, rival fans, everyone thought that Barcelona would thrash Manchester United 3 or 4-0. That was not the case. We held a great Barcelona team with the likes of Rakitic, Busquets, Lionel Messi. They have a team full of quality individuals. They have a quality team. They've been playing absolutely brilliant in La Liga. But when it comes to performing against Manchester United, I thought we did fantastic to nullify Barcelona. We held them to 1-0, which is amazing. And that gives us confidence going into the second leg that we can do it. PSG, we lost 2-0 at home and then we went and overcame it. So 1-0 is nothing. We're Manchester United. Oli said the mountains are there to be climbed. I'm confident that we can go to Camp Nou and upset them. But the players must be of the highest level. We can't be sloppy like we were yesterday in the final third. We need to sort something out in the final third because that's where it's going wrong for us at the moment. Even against Wolves in the final third, we were kind of poor. So we need to sort that out. Oli needs to do something. He needs to sort it out and get the quality in the final third. I think we can cause Barcelona a big problem. And we only need 1 goal to be in the tie and then another goal. Scoring 1 goal away where Barcelona will be higher up the pitch. I do believe it's possible. I believe Manchester United can go through. 1-0, anything can happen. So anyways, I hope you like this video. Please leave a like down below. It's been MBS Religion. Please like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys later.